Hey everybody, BionicDance here. So in a few minutes, I'm actually going to my very first guitar lesson, which is going to be kind of cool. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this whole thing that's going around about feminism and atheism, Atheism Plus, Thunderfoot, Matt Dillahunty, all of that stuff. So no special effects, no nothing, because I'm going to be late if I do that. But I wanted to talk about it real quick. Here's the thing. I'm an atheist, and I'm also, I guess, a feminist of sorts. I kind of want to avoid the term, though, because feminism has become loaded. You know, you talk about feminism these days, and people get an image in your head, or in their head, of what they think you are. And I'm not one of those. I mean, I'm all for women's rights, obviously. You know, I'm all for equality. I'm all for men and women being equal. But I'm not going to be, like, men bad, men evil, I mean, a lot of my best friends are men, and a lot of my best friends are women. I have no problem with either of the sexes whatsoever. I'm just not one of those people that looks at one of the sexes and says, better than the other. I mean, obviously, lesbian, so I prefer women in a romantic or sexual sense, but beyond that, I don't have that sort of like raging, rawr, men bad sort of thing. I just don't have that going on. So in that way, I can't call myself a feminist because of the baggage loaded onto the term. But otherwise, yeah, I would consider myself a feminist if it weren't for that. Now, that said, I mean, I'm definitely against misogyny, and I'm certainly against any kind of rape culture. I definitely don't want anyone being harassed at, like, say, an atheist conference or something. But when I hear people talk about things like Atheism Plus, and I hear them talking about, having, okay, here we are godless people, we are atheists. And I'm like, great, that's wonderful. I am against religion too. I don't see any evidence for a deity, and therefore I don't see any reason to worship one. Perfect. I definitely am in support of that. But then people say, and with that as our basis, we are going to say we are also feminists too. We are also for women's rights. We are atheists for women's rights. And all of a sudden I'm going, but now it sounds like you're adding dogma on top of atheism. You're saying we are godless and we are feminists, and as part of our atheism. With atheism as our basis, we are fighting for women's rights. With godlessness as our basis, with not believing in a deity, we are for women's rights. And I'm like, but now you're making atheism into kind of a religion. You're making it dogmatic in a way. And I can't do that. I can't be on board with that. I can't. I mean, that's kind of what I'm fighting against here. I don't want atheism to become a thing like that. The only reason I'm an outspoken atheist, the only reason I do these videos at all, is because religious people make nuisances of themselves, because they try to inject their religious dogma into our lives, their religious ideas and ideals into our lives, unwelcome, unbidden. We don't want that. I don't want that. They're saying, do it our way, be like us or else. And I'm saying, no. No, I don't want that. And I'm going to prove that your God isn't real and get in your face about it, because that seems to be the only way to shut you the hell up. Because if I don't try to prove that your God isn't real, you won't leave me the hell alone. That's the only reason I make atheism videos. If religious people could mind their own business, I could roll my eyes and say these people are chowderheads, but whatever. It'd be kind of like if there was someone who enjoyed a sci-fi franchise I don't care for, I could go, whatever, and still leave them the hell alone. Oh, I might argue about it a little bit, but I wouldn't be, like, as vociferous about it. I mean, as much as people know I hate Shatner, how many anti-Shatner videos have I made? Maybe one? I'd have to go through my catalog, but seriously, I haven't made 800 anti-Shatner videos the way I've made 800 anti-religion videos. I could leave it the hell alone. I really could. So, I'm just saying, is if religious people could leave us the hell alone, I wouldn't be making all these videos. And we don't need atheism and feminism linked. We don't need them to be part and parcel with each other. I think that's a horrible idea, because then we're playing right into the hands of these religious people who say atheism is a religion. We'll become that religion they think we are. And I think that's a horrible idea. I really do. So if we're going to have something like Atheism Plus, I think it needs instead to be Feminism Plus. It should be feminism plus atheism. We are feminists and we don't believe in God. It should not be atheism and we're feminists. It should not be atheism with dogma. It should be feminism without God. I realize that that's kind of nitpicky to some people, but I also think it's very important. I really do. For the reasons I've already laid out. If I say them again, I'll just be repeating myself. But I hope people understand why it matters. I really do. Because we'll just be setting ourselves up. We'll just be making ourselves into that target that religious people can gleefully pounce on and say, aha, see, you atheists, you're just this like crowd that tries to stomp on our ideals. And really, for me, I mean, I don't know about other atheists, but I mean, I just watched a video by Bigot Vanquisher, who echoed a lot of my own sentiments, where it's like, I only do this, again, because religious people won't shut the hell up and leave us the hell alone. That's all I'm here for, really. I just want to live my life my way, free from hassle. And if religious people could grant me that, I could go the hell away. I could leave you all alone. And I know there's some of you who desperately want that of me. So, get on my side and make the religious shut up and I can go the hell away. Just saying. Till next time, fellow space travelers.